everybody. This is Coach Dawn of Reid Ready Life Coaching, author, speaker, certified trainer, and mindfulness coach. Hi. Again, thank you for tuning into my videos. Please remember to like, comment, share, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. Tweet, retweet, all that good stuff. I appreciate it. That lets me know if you're getting value from my videos, if the topic is helping you in your life some way or another, or if you feel like this can help somebody else. Please make sure that you share, because that's my goal. My goal is helping you achieve your goal and helping people really find that best version of themselves that they want to express to the world. So what do I want to talk about today? I really want to talk about mourning what you lose. I find that, and it doesn't matter what the loss is, whether it's a death of a loved one, whether you lose your job, whether your marriage ends, whether you become an empty nester and your children go off to college or get married or go find their own life. There is a process of grieving. We tend to think that grieving only applies to the loss when there's a death of a physical person. But the irony is that any loss can trigger grief. The type of loss will determine the intensity of the grief, but there's grief nonetheless. I can, for example, this is my little coffee mug. I created this mug. If you'd like to purchase this mug, let me know. You can. But it's my happily married mug with my little heart. I designed and created it. I love my mug. So let's say I broke my mug. That's actually a loss. It's something that I created. It's something that has value to me. So if it broke, I would be sad because it's a loss. I may not be as sad as if my spouse passed away, but I'll be sad because it's one of my creations. Will I get over it fairly quick? Probably so. I could just create another one and order another one, right? Of course. But this one would be sad because it's the first one off the assembly line that I purchased and it's mine. And so I would need to allow myself the opportunity to grieve it. Whether I grieved it for 5 minutes or whether I grieved it for 5 years, it is my right, my divine right as a human being to grieve a loss that it touched me, that I experienced. And so what I invite people to do, what I invite my clients to do, is to grieve loss. We don't do that. And then we get aggravated or frustrated or angry, or emotions will pop up and we're not understanding where are they coming from, what's the trigger, why do I feel so deeply about one situation that really wasn't the trigger, but we're holding on to a loss that we didn't grieve. So if you lost a job, grieve it. Especially if you've invested many years in it and you felt like you were a contributor and an asset, and it hurt. It hurt to lose your job. You know, with losing a job, you have fear of what am I going to do next? A whole bunch of things go on. Take the opportunity to mourn the loss. Go through the 5 stages of grief. And again, you may process it very quickly. You may take a minute to go through it. It's okay. If you get a divorce, regardless of the reason, even if you initiated the divorce, even if you're really glad you got the divorce, mourn the loss, because it's a change in your life. It's a change in what you're used to doing. Any loss creates change. You have to think differently. You have to live without that thing, that person, that type of condition. Mourn it so that you can let it go in a very healthy way, so that you can move forward, so that you can find closure. And it doesn't matter what the loss is. What matters is the value that situation, experience, person, or thing held for you. Give space for it. and send it back into the universe with your blessings, with your love and compassion and kindness, and appreciate whatever it was in your life. So here are my tips as you learn to grieve. 1, grieve. Take time to grieve. Hold space for the loss. If you need to cry, yell, scream, whatever it is you have to do to release, do it. Allow yourself to go through the 5 stages of grief. The second thing, I believe in celebrating. Celebrating the value that was added. So if you lost a job, think about all the great things that you learned from that job. If you're getting a divorce, think about all the good things that you learned about yourself and about marriage. When you become an empty nester, if your children are going off to college, think about the wonderful person they're going to develop into being. Think about their happiness, that they're going to learn something new and create a life for themselves, and that you taught them some very valuable tools that they're going to use. I promise you they're going to use them. Think about the good. Celebrate. Celebrate what that thing, experience, or situation meant to your life, to your moment, to your journey. And I would say share with other people. Talk about it. Share memories, because things live through our memories. One of the things I always say, I lost my sister a couple of years ago, and one of the things I say about that loss is that when I talk about my sister to my children, to my husband, to my friends, when I share her memory, I'm actually keeping my sister's energy alive. I'm actually giving somebody else the opportunity to experience her. So when we talk about what that job meant, what that spouse meant, what that child meant, what that loss, that person, whatever it meant to you, when you share the good, when you share what you've learned, when it becomes your testimony, you're helping somebody else grow. You're helping someone else share in that experience, to learn something new, to have their own ideas and concepts and thoughts that will help them in some way. And you're also keeping that person, that thing, that experience, that memory, keeping it alive. Put those 3 things in place and allow yourself to hold space for whatever comes into your life, and bless it as it goes out of your life. Because remember, everything is temporary. Everything is temporary. And when you can honor the temporary, the impermanence, you actually allow yourself to be free, to be happier, to be healthy. And you honor and respect the things that come into your circle, that comes into your life, that comes into your world. And you also honor it by letting it go with love and compassion. Give space to mourn your loss. Give space to celebrate the memories that you have that was created because of the experience or the relationship or the connection. I hope that helps. I hope that that was valuable. Let me know your thoughts. Give me your tips. How do you deal with loss? What do you do when you have an experience that you have to let go? What can you do better? What would you like to do better? Share with me your thoughts, your feelings. And if you don't want to make it public, DM me. I respond to my DMs. I respond to my emails. Feel free to talk to me in private. Let me know how I can help you keep a memory alive. Share with me. I want to be that person that can help you be the best version of yourself. And I want you to be happy. And I want you to be healthy. Go out there, create awesome sauce for yourself and for others.